Over the next 2 months, young people in Boston can get free breakfast or lunch at Boston Public Schools. The program is for young people through age 19. To tell us more is our guest in the Boston Public Schools, the Interim Director for Food and Nutrition Services, Deborah Ventricelli. Thank you very much for being with us, Deborah.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about how this program got started a few years back.
Sure. Well, the program has really been in effect for over 30 years now. And the Boston Public Schools got involved, I'd say about 20 years ago, when the program was being run by different organizations. And we were asked to take it on so we'd have full control over the meals that were provided to the students throughout the city to give it some continuity.
One reason I guess you're doing this is that you have this population that relied on the schools for breakfast and lunch during the school year, and all of a sudden it's summer.
Yes, yes. So during the school year, we have 58,000 children that are eligible. All of our children are eligible for free meals, which we provide. We have 128 sites that we're feeding throughout the school year. We need continuity throughout the summer because many of those students don't have access to healthy foods through the summer months. So this program provides that. We have breakfast and lunch.
Now you have to explain, there are many families who don't live this close to the edge, and they're saying, well, can't the kids pour themselves a bowl of cereal? What's going on here? What is going on?
They could. Some of them can't. Some of them don't have access to even some cereal or milk. We have many students during the school year that when they leave school at the end of the day, that's the last meal they have until they come back the next morning. So that's why our evening program is so important to many of the students.
And what about the nutritional concerns here? It's not just avoiding an empty stomach that we're talking about.
The meals are balanced. They're regulated by the USDA. They meet all of the requirements, and we are reimbursed based upon the requirements that we meet for each of the meals. So they are well balanced. We have a variety of foods that we serve. Breakfast would be a breakfast that you yourself would have. So it could be cereal, it could be yogurt, muffins, bagels, just to name a few for breakfast. At lunch, we have a variety of sandwiches and entree salads, like a Caesar chicken salad or a Greek salad. And then we do have some sites, at some of our schools, I think there's around 8 of them, that will be serving hot meals. But it's only certain sites that have the capacity to heat those meals up.
Now, we don't usually think of that kind of food as being very unusual, but I notice it is different from those drive-by alternatives, whether it's fast food or something you grab at a convenience store.
Yeah, so the foods are fresh. And like I said, they're well balanced, they're very tasty. Our purveyor is manufacturing the meals on site, really at their Quincy commissary, which is right down the street from our central offices. They just opened that up this spring, and so they'll be making salads and the sandwiches right here in Boston.
Well, the program starts July 1st and is for ages up through 19, and there's no ID or means testing involved here?
Yeah, there is not. The program is for children through the age of 18. There's no ID that's required. Any of the students throughout the city that come to us, we'll feed them.
And we should give our viewers a little bit of an idea about the schedule here, because up to a certain point you can have breakfast, and up to a certain point you can have lunch. So what should people keep in mind about that? Yes,
so it depends on the site. All of the sites have different hours. Basically the breakfasts run from, let's say, 7 to 9 or so, and then the lunches start around 11 to 1 o'clock. But what you'd have to do is look at each of the sites, or the site that is in your area that you're interested in, and the meal times will be posted for that. And we have a blog that people go to, and there's also a phone number that people can call at.
So if people want to follow up in that way, what's the best thing to do?
So if I can give you the phone number to call. The phone number is really the Project Bread hotline, which is one of the sponsors, and that's 800-645-8333, and you can get locations from that, or you could go on our blog, the Food and Nutrition blog, which is schoollunchboston.wordpress.com.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Chris.
Deborah Ventricelli from the Boston Public Schools. Up ahead, we'll have sports with Pat Flaherty.